Hello, good morning, and it's an exciting morning because we have got the lovely Janie. Hello, Janie.
Hello.
Hey, and we're sort of in a bit of a different guise today.
We are. This is me, just me.
Just me. Love it. So we've got so many lovely kits for you. Do you want to tell us a bit about the background behind this? And, you know, you're bringing us Janie's Originals lovely treasure troves, really, of goodies.
Yeah, so Janie's Originals, like we just said, is just me.
Yeah.
And although I say the business is 5 years old, I've been doing it forever, but kind of part-time while I was working in retail and things like that. But it was 5 years ago that I thought, right, it was when I turned 40.
No.
I thought, right, I've got to do this now.
Yeah.
So I do a lot of teaching, but obviously from the first lockdown, it put a stop to that. So I started doing things in kit form.
Right, okay.
And then obviously, you know, I've been on Ho Chanda before, so made a phone call and they were like, come in.
Yes, come into this, guys. Excellent stuff. Now, we're going to go through all of the lovely kits in just a short while. But as you know, you've probably, if you've been watching, because we launched it last Thursday, actually, it's the new arrivals event. So this is Janie's guys for today. And we have got a prize draw, which we continually keep adding to. So if you make a purchase on this particular hour, you will be entered into a prize draw and you could be in with a chance of winning a big mega bundle. So, Janie, what's in the box? What's the prize that's being added?
Okay, so what I've done, a lot of my, most of my inspiration comes from nature.
Yeah.
And I also, where I'm not able to travel around now, I really miss going to museums and things like that. So a lot of what you see today is inspiration from museum samples and that sort of thing. So I've put a little bespoke kit together for the prize. So I've put in actually some little samples that I've made. So it's almost like little specimen samples.
Cute.
Like little museum samples. Yeah. So that's a little bit of inspiration for the winner. And then in here we've got some vintage items and some new items. So you've got little apertures to make your samples. This is a vintage, like an actual glass slide. Cute. That one's a vintage one. Lots of little apertures in there, and then you've got these lovely little discs. So you can put butterflies and things like that in, not real ones. Nice. And you've got some lovely book pages. So that's for your butterfly samples and your wildflowers. Lovely. So you can have fun making your own little museum specimens.
Amazing. So that is going to be added to the mega bundle, and you just need to purchase anything on this live hour to be in with a chance of winning the mega bundle. Now, let's get into the brand then. So what have we got in these kits?
So this first one, so treasure albums to start with, it's kind of my version of journaling. I didn't call it a journal because I don't tend to write in my journals. It's all very visual. Everything for me is very visual, very tactile. So I thought it is an album of treasures, really. So I've put together kits with lots of images that you can also add to if you want to. But this first one, The Hidden Garden, this is me. This is based around my inspiration. A lot of people that know me know that I live in the middle of a very large garden. And I grew up there, so for me it was like a magical environment where I used to have my own little adventures. Nice. So I've got a little once upon a time story, which you can use as the beginning of the book, and that's the inspiration. But yeah, you can create lots of texture, lots of visuals. Look kind of a little magical world.
It is, it's beautiful. Look at this. So we're getting some like oldie worldy papers.
Yeah, so lovingly, actually, I roped my husband into it as well because he's been on furlough, so he's been tea staining paper. Excellent. So I really like the way when you tea stain paper, it ages it. It kind of changes the structure of the paper, makes it feel vintage. So they're all individual. Yeah, so we tea stain them, we cook them, we iron them.
Wow, amazing.
Even my dogs were looking at me like, Mum, you've gone crazy.
Yeah, a little pocket there. That's gorgeous. So we're just having a nice little flick through. Look at all that. So you've also popped in some materials.
Yes, yeah. So again, like I said, textures. I love textures, mixing things up. And although you don't get full instructions in this, you get a sheet with guidelines and ideas.
Excellent.
And then I'm going to be putting some tutorials on my website and YouTube, things like that, for inspiration for people as well.
Nice. So there you go. So you've also popped in these papers for us too.
Yes. And also later on when we go down the counter, you'll see there's a digi kit that matches with this as well.
Wonderful.
So you do have enough in this kit to make your whole book, but if you want to add to it or print on different things, there's a digi kit that goes alongside.
Amazing. Oh, upside down. Now we are already 10% of the hidden garden gone. Oh, I'm so pleased. Good, good, good.
But the idea behind this as well, like I said, I've got the beginning of a once upon a time story.
Yeah.
So the idea is that we will carry on with the theme of the hidden garden. So there'll be other items within the range later on down the line.
Nice. So that was the hidden garden. And is this? Have I got the right one for this one?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Birdsong and blooms. Yeah.
Wonderful. So again, you can see you get those lovely tea-stained pages. You've got some words you've popped on here for us.
Yes. Yeah, so those can all be cut out, and you've got 2 sets of words there, 2 different fonts.
Right, cool.
So you can, you know, make up your own wordings throughout the book, use them on the cover or within, wherever you fancy.
What's this?
That is the smallest pot of gesso
ever. Cute.
Because you'll see on my first demo, I kind of gessoed the edge of the covers to give it, and I thought, well, not everyone has got some.
True.
Even in that pot, there's more than what you need, so yeah.
Excellent. And you've popped in the rings for us so we can put the actual journal together. And then you've got even some little bits with the materials. You've popped some beads and some little clips. You've done loads.
Yeah, and you've got recycled sari ribbon in there. In this one, you've got the paper raffia as well, and some lace, so it's nice hanging off the end like that, or within the book, you know, anything you fancy.
Excellent. So we're just having a look at a nice sample there, and I've got a sample to show you. Here we go. So even down to that little where you put the
the
word.
book plate. Yeah, you've got the book plate there. Yeah.
That's adorable. So you can see you get the clips in here. Oh, it's done up. Hang on.
Just undo the clip, Alex.
Oh,
on the front.
that would help.
Because there's 2 on there, so I've just used it as a closure. But you don't have to use it as a closure. You could decorate the clips and hang them off the top of the album.
Amazing. So again, look how vintage this is. It's absolutely beautiful. Nice bit of material. And as you're looking, you're finding very busy. We are already 10% of the stock of the birdsong gone. Oh, that's so nice. That's
I mean,
so pretty.
in this example, I've left lots of plain pages for if people do want to do the traditional journaling and write your own notes.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can. Or, you know, with that one, if you take your own photos of birds in the garden, pop them in as well with kind of little notes as well.
Yeah, I love seeing birds in the snow, actually. I love their little prints.
Yeah, the little
it's so cute. So this is absolutely glorious. What a beautiful
journal. And then,
journal.
within the kits, there's printed like little envelope templates as well.
Oh, great.
So you can make, you know, your little pull-outs and your little envelopes, things like that as well.
That's good. So these are the other sheets that you'll also get there.
Yeah, so I've designed it so that you've got front and inside covers.
Amazing.
But obviously what you could do is use your tea-stained paper for the inside cover, and then you've got your patterns for within the pages as well. So the choice is yours, really.
Oh, a quarter of the birdsong and blooms has now gone. It's proving very, very busy. Okay, 40% of hidden gardens gone. Yay! All good. All right then. So do check out your baskets. Very reasonable as well for the amount that you get. Just £24.99. There's so many lovely, beautiful elements to these kits. Absolutely stunning. So you're choosing from Hidden Garden or Birdsong and Blooms. £24.99. Item number is 253770. Then we move on to another collection. Okay, so this is the Explorer collection.
Yes,
so we're going on our travels, I take it.
Yeah. So I must say, actually, the name, to start with, I was trying to come up with a name for what it was, and I was talking with a friend, Jenny, and we were, you know, using different words and kind of spitballing ideas. And then within the conversation, she said something about exploring, and then I went, ooh, that's the right word. Because we met teaching on cruises.
Of course, yes.
So, so that's one of the things that I missed through all of this. So I thought, right, Explorer Folio. And it's got that vintage edge to it. But again, these will build into a collection. So the idea is if people enjoy them, there'll be all sorts of things in the range. And then we might even have a little cabinet towards the end to display them in. So,
nice. And so Ross has just said in my ear, Curious Beasts of 1752.
Yes.
What's the 1752?
So I've been doing a lot of looking around at antique images. So 1752 is where the illustrations come from. So there was a wonderful book of, you know, curious beasts and all sorts of things from 1752. So what I've done is I had to clean up the images, but I did it in such a way that they still look vintage, still look antique, actually antique, not vintage. So they've been printed onto newsprint to make them look like book pages. So they have that old feel to them.
They do, they do. I love the size of this as well. It's very cute.
Yeah, it's cute. Yeah.
So again, you'll get all of those lovely images of all the different animals.
Yeah, you get 2 sheets, you get more images than you need. But what you can do is cut them almost into like little documents. And what I've done is in some of the samples, folded them up and kind of stained the edges so they look like old, what's the word? Not manuscript, but you know.
I get what you mean. Yeah, that's lovely. And then we've got this one here, and even down to the way, I love it how it's been done up. Hang on.
So that one I've done a bit differently, and if I get time today, I'm going to show you. So you get full folding instructions within this.
Great
but
stuff.
This one, actually, you can open that right out, Alex.
Oh,
I think that's the right one.
thank you. Yes.
So yeah,
amazing.
the full folding instructions shows you how to do the first one that you showed with the cover around it.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, in demo today, I'm going to show you how to adjust that from the folding instructions to make this if you want a full pull out.
It's amazing. It's so lovely. And again, you'll get your, as well as all of that you've seen earlier there, you'll get, there you go, like you said, the folding instructions, which is excellent. Now, of the Curious Beasts, 1/4 of the stock has gone. I feel it's worth, you can see you've got maps and all sorts, but I just feel it's worth so you can see all of those lovely little animals there and everything. All the illustrations, you've got maps in there. Look at that, old manuscript.
Yeah, that is actually from a real ledger.
Right.
So most of the pages have dates in 18 something. I can't see on the screen what that one is. Right,
1886, sorry, there you go.
And so that is an original. So everyone gets a different page of that one. So it's really nice to cut out the dates, the words, numbers, anything like that when you're layering. Yeah.
Nice. So that's the Curious Beasts of 1752, or you can go for the Wildflowers. So with the Wildflowers, already you're finding this, you're shopping ahead. Already 1/4 of the stock has gone here. So again, we've got some real vintage papers in.
Yeah, so you've got book pages there, obviously double-sided, so you can pick and choose. So this again is the element of Janie's originals. Yeah. Although you get the same kit, they are all different. Yeah. And then when you put your spin on it, they're different again. So you've got obviously your 2 sides to your book pages, so you can select the flowers, and there's butterflies in there as well. Yeah. Lovingly tea-stained doilies, which are actually quite hard to do.
I bet they are.
Because they're very fragile. Yeah, and again, you've got your full folding instructions in there, and there's lots of photos on social media and on my website for inspiration if you need it.
Nice. So again, you can see you've got all those extra elements, and then you've popped in another one for us. So is this about? This is for
so again,
making
that's
the
all
books?
that's all your folding instructions, and then there's some inspirations in there as well.
Excellent. And then we've got some more samples. So let's take off our little clip. Does this one? There you go. Let's have a little look. So look at all these little pockets. Look at all that imagery. Beautiful butterflies. You've got a little pocket there. The more you look, the more you see, really.
So the way that the folding instructions work, it automatically gives you a pocket throughout the whole thing. So you can use that as tuck spots, or you can stick it together, if, you know, but you've automatically got that pocket in every page.
Amazing. Look at that. And then look at this version. Lovely.
And also the map cover, it's a printed card, so it's not a real map, but they're again double-sided, so you do have a choice. There's a black and white side, and then there's a colour side, which is kind of a pale colour. Yeah. So you do have that choice for the cover as well.
Amazing. Look at that. Beautiful. Well, so I see. Right. Yes. Yes. Let's pull this one out so you can see. There you go. There's the black and white side, and there is the colour side. Can you see that? Sorry. Just because there we go. It's just because of the light. Marvellous. So both options are just $14.99. Item number, what's happening? Right, 40% of the Wildflowers has now gone. 234186 is your item number. Lots of you are shopping ahead. Right then, moving along, we've got another kit for you. So the treasure pack.
Yes, so I thought actually within most shows, if I do a treasure pack, this is a paper pack.
Okay.
And I've kept to neutral colours. So if you want to, you know, put it in your stash, if you want to put it with other kits, because of the neutral colours, it will go with most things. So what you've got in your hand there is the wallpaper samples, and there's a lot of Laura Ashley in there.
Right.
When the stores unfortunately closed, I went to my local one and I bought up all the wallpaper.
Did you? Bless you. Yeah, yeah.
So, but yeah, like I said, I've kept it into neutral colours.
Yeah.
That one's got a nice sheen on it.
Yeah.
You've got vintage elements in there.
There you go.
Yeah.
Vintage.
Yeah, it's great to go with any of the packs, or like I said, to keep in your stash.
Amazing. So again, you've got some, like, there's like some stained papers.
Yeah, there's some handmade papers in there as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you've even done, look, old stamps.
Yeah, real vintage stamps.
Wow. That's cool. Got some lovely ephemera.
Yeah, and there's playing cards in there as well. And I think I put a round playing card in each set.
Amazing.
Yeah. You don't see those very often.
No, I've never seen them. How cool is that? And look at that. Look at the oldie worldie. That's amazing. That's so cool. Look at that. And then you've got like old bingo cards, old music sheets.
Yeah.
Excellent. Tickets, love a good ticket.
And those look really nice actually. Those tickets, if you tea stain those yourself, kind of screw them up, put a little bit of sandpaper over the top, and they look like an old ticket that's been in your pocket for ages, and that looks really cool in an album as well.
Amazing. £12.99 for this collection, and half the stock has already gone here. 553312 is your item number. Moving along. Okay, so we've got a lovely stamp set here. So we've got 3 options, I believe. 3
options, yeah. Yeah, so that is the, I mean, obviously I've designed stamps for other people, which is how some people know me, but these are the first 3 of my own collection.
Amazing. And are these examples of the stamps here?
Yeah. So what I wanted to do was design things that easily fit into your journaling, your albums, things that, you know, when you just need a pattern on something, a texture on something. So the lace elements, I mean, all of these 3 were hand drawn.
Right.
It's called the pen to paper range because I do it the old fashioned way. I do draw it pen on paper, and then it obviously has to get scanned in to be reproduced.
Nice.
But the lace, I've actually drawn from vintage pieces of lace.
Beautiful.
That were given to me by the lovely Melissa from Simply Vintage.
Excellent.
And then, I painstakingly drew those out. But they build. So you can see in some of the samples on the lace, you can literally build your own lace designs by overlaying them.
Lace, lace, lace. I've got some lace.
Yeah, all of those that are in front of you there, I think, Alex.
Okay. And there's this one as well. But yeah, let's show you some like on the material.
So yeah, printing on muslin looks really nice because it's delicate.
It is delicate, isn't it? Then we've got some of the vintage paper you've done here.
So yeah, the borders all line up. And then, like I said, you've got elements that you can overlay to make your own lace patterns.
Amazing. Look at this. It's beautiful on the little envelopes. You've also done some boards for us. Oh, you've stamped into... What have you stamped into then?
So if I get time, I'll show you that today. My husband was laughing at me because when I was doing that, I was like, oh, I love these, I love these. So that is black hot glue.
Oh, right.
So what I did was I checked with my manufacturer that they will take the heat, and they will.
Good.
And I've tried it over and over again, and it hasn't damaged the stamps in any way. So what I did was I put some gold ink onto the stamp, put out some of the black hot glue, and then you just push it into it. Leave it until it completely cools before you peel it off, and that's what you get, and I love it.
Amazing. And then, of course, stamping and embossing. I'm aware of the time, so I will speed up a little bit. And then we've also got this one. Look at that. That looks so amazing with the seals and the fleur-de-lis. I love that.
Yeah, so again, that's the fancy filigree, and that can build into designs. I've done mandalas and all sorts with the designs.
Amazing. Look at that. I love that. And then let's do one more. Here we go. Look at that. Is that... It's all handwritten there. Yeah. Amazing. There you go. You can see. Okie dokie. £12.99. Item number is 535904. So that one is the fancy filigree. And then last but not least, we've got the journal scribbles, just so you can see them all. But do have a look on the website. Gorgeous. £12.99, 535 904. Then, so those were the DL size, and then you've done some A6 sizes for us too.
And I've been really imaginative with my names for these.
Why? What did you call them?
The really useful range.
Well, it is. It
Labels
is really useful.
and postage and tickets, you know.
Absolutely.
It says what it is.
Yeah. So this one is the labels.
Yes. So again, I was looking for some stamps that I couldn't find to make vintage style labels for samples and albums and things like that. So you've got the shape of the labels in there, you've got your wording, and you've got your numbers, so you can make up all your vintage style labels.
There you go, so you can see them all on there. That looks really cool. So that one is the labels, and then the other one is we've got that lovely postage stamp. Oh, actually, there's a mix and match on that board, isn't there?
So, well, so you've got a ticket builder and postage on that. So that was where the idea came from, putting them into the hot glue, because I wanted to make some faux wax seals.
No, these are brilliant.
But you've got your postcard topper, and the ticket at the top, that builds into, I think you've got a ticket strip there somewhere.
This one?
Yeah, so you can build your own vintage style tickets.
Nice. Only £9.99 for either of those sets. Item number is 360406. Then you've also done a digital download for us.
Yes.
So obviously you've printed them out, but you know. So.
Yeah. So those go with both of the treasure albums. So you've got everything that's printed within the treasure album and extras as well. The idea being that you can print them off whatever size you want.
Yeah.
You know, to do what you want with.
Lovely.
So that's the Once Upon a Time story.
Excellent, the Hidden Garden. So we're just having a little flick through some of these designs. So you've got some butterflies on there. So basically, when you purchase this, you'll be sent a link for the download.
Yes, yeah. You just download it, keep it on your computer. You can print it as many times as you want. You can print, make and sell. The only thing you can't do is obviously print them and sell the prints, or share the download. So.
Excellent. So you see you've got lots of lovely, beautiful pictures here. Very nice. There we go. Okay, so that's your first one, the Hidden Garden. And then the next one, we've got the Birdsong and Bloom. Let's show you here. Just looking at this one, let's have a little flick through. There you go. Look at that, isn't it pretty? You've got sort of toppers in there, it could be. Very, very nice. So it all goes together. Oh, and there's even some like little boxes you can make and stuff.
Yeah, well, that's the envelopes and kind of tucks.
Yeah.
And the benefit with the DigiKit as well is you can print those, turn it around in your printer and print the other side.
Yeah.
So, you know, you've got your double side prints if you want them.
Excellent. Look at that. It's beautiful. Here we go. Just having another look. Marvellous. Okay, so there's both options so that you can see them. And I've got some samples, but I'll show you a little bit later on because, as I said, I'm aware of time. £4.99 for your digital download. 459169 is the item number. Best place to go is the website because it is busy on the phone lines. If you would like to say hi to Janie, then please feel free. studio@tachanda.com, that's our email address, or of course you can pop a little note on Facebook for us. We'd love to see. Right, the treasure album, the Hidden Garden, is limited stock already, Janie. Yay! Limited stock for this one. And lots of other things are flying out the door as well, so please make sure you're checking out your baskets. There it is. Okay, over to you, Janie.
Okay, so I'm going to show you the front cover of the Hidden Garden.
Okay.
So in your pack you get a little bag, and wherever I'm using plastic I'm trying to use resealable so you can reuse the bags.
Right.
So you've got your tiny little pot of gesso, you've got an MDF key, you've got a lovely little handle, and then one of the other things you've got is your glass cabochon and resin frame. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to black edge this one so that when I stick the papers on it just gives me a nice finished edge. So,
Such a little
like I said, it's the tiniest pot.
It's really cute.
So So I'm going to do this first and hope that that's going to dry in time for me to put my papers on. Now you can sponge this on if you want to, which is what I would normally do, but I thought I'll get my fingers really dirty for then handling papers because I can't wash them in between.
Now we have news, Janie.
Okay.
Because the Hidden Garden, that has sold out already.
Oh, thank you, everyone.
Now, we can get some more, but on a week's extended delivery, obviously, because Janie's got to put all these kits together.
Yeah.
So a week's delivery from the 1st of February, that's it. £24.99, 253 770. Back to you, Janie.
Yeah, my studio at the moment has got kind of kits everywhere.
Everywhere, absolutely.
So yeah, all I've done is gone around the outside of that, and I'm going to leave that to dry while I then do this one. So this one can be left as cream if that's how you like it, but I am going to gesso this. So get right in round there.
Get good coverage with that, don't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Really nice.
It will go on pretty much anything, this gesso. So get right in round all the little grooves.
Yep.
Now, the idea is that if you are a new crafter and you don't have much in your stash, you don't really have to add much to this kit. You need your scissors, you need a brush, or an old sponge if you've got one. Now, with this one, you can leave it black like that. So you've got the option, you've got it cream or you've got it black.
Yeah.
You can also, get my rag, you can also, before it fully dries, you can rub a little bit off so you get that aged effect. So when that dries, you can see it's pulling up some of the detail there.
That's nice. So you're sort of knocking it back a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what I would do, but obviously if you don't have it, you don't need to use this. But another option would be you can also put some gilding wax on there.
Yep.
And you could build this up in a couple of different colours if you want to, but that's kind of all the frame needs really, just to give it a little bit of age.
Absolutely, yeah.
So like I said, you don't have to have other things with this kit if you don't have them. So what I'm going to do actually is just wipe around the edge just to make sure I haven't got any wet bits. She says, now I'm going to get black everywhere, Alex. And then you have a choice for your covers. So the way I've designed it is for this to be the front cover.
Yeah.
And then that would go in there. But obviously you've got the option of any of the papers that you want.
Yeah.
I've even got a sample there where I haven't used the paper on the cover.
Oh, okay.
I've, I think it's at the front, in front of you there. I've actually used some brown paint and made it look like an aged book.
Is it this?
There it is.
This one. Hang on, I will.
And then
grab
I've
it.
used the papers on the inside. So again, that's another option.
It's this one. Let me show you. It's just here. Here we go. That looks really good, actually. It looks almost like leather, faux leather.
Yeah, so what I did on that one was distress the MDF slightly, just bash it up a little bit, and put a couple of different colours of brown paint on it, just scrubbed it in.
Looks really good.
I've used the fancy filigree stamps on the corners there and gold embossed them.
Nice.
And then all the other bits are from the kit.
Amazing. Lovely. Okay, over to you then,
Okay,
Janie.
so I use a couple of different types of glue. I use the acrylic glue, which is what I normally use on MDF, but I also use a solvent glue as well, just because if I don't get it in the right place first off, I've got a bit more time to move it. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm just doing this very quickly because I'm conscious of time and I want to try and get in extra demos if possible. So I've cut this down so there's no white edges on it.
Okay.
And then place that on the front. If I get through this without getting fingerprints on something, then I will be amazed.
Yeah.
So that's just a pre-warning.
Yeah. Nice.
So you can see it's slightly bigger than the cover. Now, a lot of people like to go around the edges with sandpaper. I hate sandpaper.
Oh, is it the sound?
So the feel of it.
Yeah, I'm with you.
So I will use it if I need to, but I try and avoid it.
Get the other half to do it.
Yeah. Do you know, he's been, when I say it's just me in the business, it usually is.
Yeah.
But he has had a bit of time off on furlough and he has been making up kits for me, which I really appreciate.
That's nice.
But now he's been called back to work, so who's doing all the packing? That'll just be me. Right, we need to punch the holes through.
Yeah, okay.
A couple of different ways of doing this. If you don't have a single hole punch like this, then you can just push through from the back so you know where it is. Take a pencil and push it through to open it out,
that
just
way.
like that.
Yeah.
Or if you want to get rid of some of the excess paper, go in from the back where you can see where the hole is, punch it out, and then again push the excess through so you get a nice neat hole then.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, now I've got everything back to front how it normally is on my desk.
Oh, bless you.
I need to find everything. Now, this is my go-to walnut stain distress ink. Use it all the time. I just like to go around the edge just to finish it off, give it a bit of a frame.
Yeah.
And I do like things that have that aged look.
Very nice. The Bird Song and Bloom, that is also proving really busy. 3/4 of the stock has gone. And half of the Hidden Garden on the extended delivery is gone. Yay!
So to go into the cabochon here, I have got a design that is in the size and shape of it. But again, if you want to use something else in there, then you can.
Lovely.
So I'm just going to cut around that one. Now, you need a glue that dries clear. Okay.
Yep.
So you can use a PVA that dries clear. I'm going to use glossy accents just because it's clear when you first put it on, so you can see what I'm doing. Whereas a PVA, you'll get that white film on it until it dries, so you won't be able to see the effect that I'm getting. So I'm trying this glue bottle for the first time. This is the Crafts 2 one that John Lockwood had on.
Yeah.
So he very kindly has let me try one.
Amazing.
So you can see when you push that down, crystal clear.
It looks
you can
really
see
good.
It.
Yeah. I love a good, like, do we call them cabochons?
Yes, cabochon, cabochon.
Something like that,
I don't know, I probably pronounce it wrong.
Oh no, I'm just curious. Yeah.
And then pop that one back on.
Cool.
Now, I probably should have trimmed it down a little bit first because obviously it's wet, so it might move a little bit. So just excuse me if I do miscut slightly.
Nice.
And then I would leave that to dry first before then attaching it to this. So then all I would do is run some glue around there.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll do it now. Use my acrylic glue unless it's blocked up, which it probably is.
Oh,
probably frozen.
That's all good. It's all good.
It's been in the car overnight. And then
look, that's so
pop
pretty.
that one in there.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter too much if I get some glue overspill because that dries clear.
Yeah.
Okay, so then that would adhere onto there. Again, I'm not going to stick that on now because where it's still going to be quite damp there, I don't want it to buckle up at all. So that would go on there. You've then got a little handle. I love these. I think they're so cute.
So cute, aren't they?
And again, it's got the holes in there, which would normally suggest you would screw it in, but they will go in, it will go on with glue. So this is an acrylic glue. And then what I would normally do is leave that, I don't know, 30 seconds for it to go a little bit tacky before putting it on. And then that is enough to hold that one.
Gorgeous.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that is basically how you do the front cover.
Okay.
And then, you know, you would cover the inside as well in the same way before you start putting that on. I mean, people like to do things in different ways.
Yeah.
I personally like to decorate the covers first.
Okay.
Because then it almost gives me the theme. It gives me, you know, the idea of how to carry on with the rest of the album. I will quickly show you before we move on. So you get 5 sheets of your tea stained paper, and this is for your pages.
Yeah.
What I tend to do is keep one to one side for if I want to do some matting and layering with it, making embellishment, you know, that sort of thing. And then for the pages, all I do is, because I like a softer edge, I tend to just tear them.
Nice tear, yeah.
So tear them into quarters, and that is your A6 paper size. And then just a standard hole punch, and that will be your pages.
Right.
The other option,
excuse me,
if you keep it that size,
yeah,
let's punch the holes there. It then means if you want a fold out page, I could fold that like that,
that's
and
nice.
back again. So then when it's in your book, you've got that pull out.
I like that.
And there's little page tabs within the kit as well. So you could put one on there, and that's really nice to pull out.
That's cute, yeah,
Okay.
really good. Lovely. Right then, so we are, of course, in the middle of our new arrivals event. And we've got lots of lovely new guests. Although for Janie, obviously you've been here lots, but this is Janie's Originals now today. Now, if you make a purchase during this live hour, you will be entered into a prize draw, and you could be the lucky winner of the mega bundle, which I think is being announced on the 27th of January. So without further ado, let's take a look at our new arrivals.
Calling all crafters, this is a Hochanda announcement. We would like to inform you that our Hochanda buying crew have been busy searching for incredible brand new products and show ideas to inspire and stimulate all your crafty senses. So, watch out for Rosie's Designs, Stitching Finger Kits, Janie's Originals, Emmeline Bags, Counting the Stars, Beck Makes, Bergen and Bath, Gale Pan Designs, and Penguin Palace. We will be checking in our latest new product arrivals from 6 p.m. on Thursday the 21st of January. Gates close at 6 p.m. on Wednesday the 27th of January. So, join us on board flight Hochanda Air for our new arrivals event.
Okay, well, Janie gets set. Let's have a look at all of these wonderful bundles of joy that we have got. So we're starting off with, because these are like the treasure albums, they're fabulous. And you've got 2 different options here. First one is the Hidden Garden. This sold out and is back on extended delivery from the 1st of February. But half the stock of the restock stock has gone. You've got beautiful tea-stained papers. You'll also get the tiniest little cute pot of gesso. There's some little embellishments, cabochon. You've got loads of different types of fabrics like laces. So there's a doily in there. It's really nice. Now, I didn't flick through this one, so let's flick through this one. Have a look. You get even like the little, it's almost like a little door handle.
Yeah, now that one is done by my sister.
Oh, is it?
And she hasn't done any paper crafts, anything like this before. And I was really mean to her. I didn't give her any guidelines. Yeah. So I gave her a couple of pointers, but I didn't give her any guidelines. So I'm gonna, she doesn't know this yet, but I'm gonna do this with most of the future kits. Because the idea is, I know what I think it needs to go in the guidelines, but I want feedback from someone who is coming into it completely blind, essentially. Absolutely. And then we see if our notes kind of match up.
Yeah, that's great. Oh, I love that one. I love that piece there. Look at that, absolutely stunning. And
yeah, so there is a tea-stained sheet which has some like silhouette images and black and white images of fairies and creatures and things like that. So if you want to put those in the hidden garden.
Amazing. And then you'll also get, as well as everything you've just seen there, you've got the album guidelines for you, so you know what you're doing. Or you've got a guide, Yeah. And then the second option that we've got in here is our bird song. Again, you get all of the lovely tea-stained pages. We've got some words there, some inspirational words. There's musical notes. Of course, you actually do get in both kits, you know, the MDF frame.
Yes.
It's not frame.
The covers, yeah.
Thank you, that's the word. And again, you've got lots of lovely goodies in here. So let's pick this book up. Also, you'll get papers, so you can see what all the images are from.
Yes, yeah.
That's there. Let's have a little look.
Again, that's closed up with your clip, yeah.
That's it. I'm like, why won't it open? Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, so the front of that one I've done slightly differently, that I've layered a bit of muslin, a bit of the fabric in there. So again, you've got the option of just having it paper covered, or you can start layering that up.
Excellent. Look at these. Look at those little things that
I've
pop
made
out.
a little notebook in there with some of the printouts.
Lovely. Look at all these pages, it's so nice.
So within these samples, I've tried to just stick with what is in the kit.
Okay, yeah.
The only thing I've added is like the walnut stain ink to distress edges and things like that, and I still had lots left over.
Excellent. So you have got a lot of elements in these kits. Each option then is £24.99. The Bird Song and Blooms, 80% of the stock gone. 253770 is your item number. Then moving along, we've got the Explorer range. You've got the Curious Beasts of 1752. I love that. And of course you can see you've got the animals on there, all these different animals. You've got maps in here. Look at that, all these different ones. Look, you've got maps, you've got old ledgers. How cool is this? And again, you've got all that lovely, you know, the material. You've got lace doily, you've got embellishments in here. And then let's pick this one up because we didn't show this one.
You've got a little bit of papyrus paper in there as well.
Which ones? Where's that?
Just behind your hand standing up, you'll see there's a petal envelope, and just behind that is some papyrus paper. There you go.
This one?
Just behind that one, yeah. There we go.
Oh. Oh, yeah, so it's like a... Yeah, it's like a fabric paper, isn't it?
Well, it's the Egyptian paper.
Nice.
Papyrus paper, yeah.
Amazing. Right, let's open this up then. I love how it's been done. There you go, you can see we've got our little beast on there. Oh, look, it's like a little... Oh, it's so cool. Look how sweet this all is. That's fabulous. Did you do all of these, or...?
Yes, those I did, yeah. That one I actually finished off last night.
Oh, bless you.
So this one, I've added a few extras in just to show options. So I've put tiny little bits of washi tape in there.
Yeah.
A lot of people have got those in your collection. It doesn't matter what you use. And I've used some of the stamps that we've got on the show in there as well. So like the faux stitching edging on those pages. Oh, that's from the journal scribbles.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. Really good. $14.99 for that one. There we go. So that was the Curious Beasts, and half of the stock has gone. And then we've got the Wildflowers. This one's gone limited, Janie.
Oh,
yeah, really busy.
The sample on the front there is done by one of my craft club ladies, Chelsea.
Yeah.
And actually, if I think on it, when you come back to me, there's a couple of samples of the albums behind me done by my craft club ladies as well. So normally, every fortnight, I host a craft club. Yeah. Obviously, over the past year, that's not been happening.
Yeah.
So I kind of let them have some kits, have a play, and again, it means I get feedback as well. So if there's anything that in the instructions they say, actually, that was a bit confusing, I can change it before it goes live. Lovely.
$14.99 for either of those. Item number is 234186. And then also, we've got a really nice treasures pack. This one is now limited, Janie.
Okay.
You're going to be busy.
Yes.
Nice. So again, you can see you've got old papers, you've got some lovely musical sheets, you've popped in like a bingo chart, there's some tickets, different materials. Remind me, what did you say this was? Oh, wallpaper samples, that's it, sorry, yeah.
You've also got in there some unbleached tea bag paper.
Which one is this one?
So that is, well, you've got the wallpaper samples in your hand, but on the items that are standing up, I'm trying to see on the monitor tonight, right in front of your fingers there, that flimsy paper.
This one?
Yeah. So that is unbleached tea bag paper.
Okay.
Okay, so I bought it in on rolls. I don't have a huge amount, but that is perfect for aging things. So where I've put in some playing cards, if you put some clear drying glue over those and stick that paper on, it automatically ages it down and gives it a nice texture. Because obviously they're really waxy. Yeah. Then if you want to stamp on it and put different elements on there, they look really cool in albums.
Amazing. And I love that there's stamps in here. Old stamps, look. That's fab. All right, £12.99, but it is limited. Item number is 553312. Do go to the website to see the rest, because we've got also lots of wonderful stamps. We've got digital downloads. They're there for you. Gorgeous stuff. All right then, without further ado, I'm going to hand back to you, Janie.
Okay, so when you showed the Curious Beast earlier, and you had the sample that kind of
pulled all the way out.
The way out. So I'm going to show you quickly, well, I say quickly, I'm not sure I do anything quickly, your folding instructions. So you get an A3 piece of brown paper, which is already folded in half. Your folding instructions tells you exactly how to fold this down to make your folio. Yeah. You then get an A5 sheet. So this is the one that you get with the wildflowers. So you've got the black and white on one side and the paler colours on the other. Yep. So you've got that choice. And I've pre-made one, just following the folding instructions. This is the colour that you get with Curious Beast. Right, okay. So folding the instructions, this is like your bare bones folio, okay? But I'm going to show you how to change it up slightly if you want to. Okay. So you kind of create a slip cover that goes on, okay? Again, all of that is in the instructions. So again, with this one, you've got two sides. Some of them are black and white, and some of them have got a pale colour on. I like the blue because I think it goes really nicely with the brown paper.
Yeah, it's quite bold, I think.
So I'll open this out, and you know when I said your folding automatically gives you a pocket? Yeah. Okay, so we've got an overlap there, which when it's folded up, you've got your little tuck spots.
Nice.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that top fold out, and I'm literally just going to cut it off at the top.
This hour's flown by, Janie. Do you know we've only got 9 minutes left?
9 minutes?
Yeah, I know, right?
Wow, right. Wobbly cutting then. Wobbly cutting. Because I did want to show you something else as well. So, yeah, just don't cut like that. Okay. Cut it straight, okay? So, I still want a cover on there. I don't want it to be like that. Yeah. So what I'm going to do, again, forgive me if this doesn't fit completely because I'm doing this at speed now. Because we've been talking too much.
I know, we've been nattering. It's been lovely. It's been such a nice hour.
Do you know what it is as well?
What?
I haven't left the farm since Christmas Day.
Oh, yeah, that's the thing.
I don't see many people.
No, I think that's the same for a lot of people,
yeah. Right, so what I'm doing, explain in my quick way what I've done, is I've basically really quickly cut the size of the front cover. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to glue that on. So.
Do we get that brown paper in the kits?
Yes.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. There we go. I was going to say as well, on the other kits, on the albums, all the colour prints are printed on 120 GSM. Yeah. So it's a really nice weight if you want a fussy cut. So it's not too flimsy. Right. But obviously it's not too thick. 120 GSM is just right. And then I'm going to do the same with the back. So I'll cut off the spine. So obviously if you were intending to do this from the beginning, you wouldn't fold all of this up. You can just cut it to size, and then you've got extra card for your embellishments as well. Bit of glue on there. This is going to be speed crafting now. So all I'm going to do is leave it at that, but it's just to show you that that's how you can create that complete fold out.
Nice.
So then you can decorate it as one. What I would do in some of the sections is glue a couple of the sections down, because you don't want the whole thing opening up. Yeah. So I would maybe glue the outsides and maybe down the centre, something like that. So you've still got your pockets. You can put things, so say you've got a tab or an embellishment that comes out here, when it opens up, it will then lie flat.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
It does, yeah.
So I just wanted to show that as a different option, but take more time than me, cut it straight.
It's all good.
And then when you put your little pin in the front, you can still put the string that's in the kit around it to secure it together.
Right.
It's only when you're looking at it that it will fully open.
Okay, good stuff.
Okay?
Yep.
Right, now, I want to quickly show you pockets. So within the treasure albums,
Right.
you get printouts. I'll probably only get time to show you one. So you get a coloured printout here of different pockets. You've got tickets and you've got page tabs. So with these, all you need to do is fold them in half, cut the shape at the top, and they fit onto the edge of your pages.
Yeah.
It tells you to cut out the black space. And you've got another one here of a seed packet and little cards.
Nice.
So I've pre-cut some of these, and I'm just going to quickly show you. Now, I've got a little embossing tool, which is ideal for creating the creases.
Okay.
Some people like to use scoreboards. If you don't have either, what you can do is put a ruler up to the edge and fold that up.
Okay, that's a good idea. Yeah.
So all your cream coloured tabs, that is where we're going to glue. So we need to score the lines here for a nice fold. This one, I've put the tiniest little line to show you where that fold goes. And again here. Now, these are also on the digi-kits. So the benefit of having them on the digi-kit, you know when I was saying if you wanted to print double-sided,
Yeah.
that's what I've done here. So
Okay.
I've printed double-sided. So when this folds over, so I'm going to fold the flaps over. Just tell me when you want me to stop, Alex.
We've got 4 minutes, we're all right.
Right, okay. So you can see that your tabs are folded over there.
Yeah.
That's where the glue goes. Okay. And because I've printed on both sides, you've got some decoration on the tab.
Lovely.
The ones that are included within the album kits, they'll be plain on the inside. So what I tend to do is take some of the distress ink and just colour that down. Or you could put a nice little design in there, you know, cut a little design out if you want to put it in there. So I'm just going to quickly... So don't over glue this, because she says where her glue is now bunged up and there's hardly anything coming out. But if you over glue this, when you fold it over, you don't want spillage on the inside, because then you won't be able to get everything in.
Makes sense.
And then I like to fold that back and just so it ages the crease and go around the edges. So all the way around the edges. Again, you would spend more time doing that. But that's your little seed packet.
That's cute.
Which is nice if you want to do some stamping, or again, all the little elements that you've got in the kits to kind of build up, or leave plain if you want to, because it's printed from a pattern tea-stained paper that I did.
Cool, it's really cute. Right, I have updates, Janie, I have updates. Okay, the wildflower, that's this one, isn't it? Is it this one? Sorry, this one, apologies, there you go. The wildflower from the Explorer collection, it has sold out, but we can get it back on extended delivery from the 1st of February, $14.99 through 234186. And then another sellout is the Treasures Pack. Yeah, that one there. Okie dokie. So that one has now sold out, sold out. So thank you very much for and enjoy. We've literally got 2 minutes. What would you like to show?
I'll just talk you through this one. Again, because this comes in the digi-kit, you can scale, use your printer settings to scale things to print whatever size you want. So these are printed half size. So if you want some tiny little envelopes and cute bits like that,
very cute
little tickets, then you just scale them differently. So let me, how long did you say?
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Sorry, Janie.
That's all right. From the folio kit, this is the wildflower one. Yeah. You get a sheet of, so it's not acetate, it's kind of softer. You get a nice clear plastic, and you get different apertures. So I will very, very quickly see if I can cut this the right size. So again, double-sided.
Yep.
It goes with the covers. So I'm going to use that side. I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue and put the clear plastic in there like that. Sorry, tell me if I've got things in the way, because I'm now rushing. So now you've got 2 of these. So if you want this, that you see it from both sides, when you put whatever your little element is in there, you can then stick that to the back and do it as a little flip. Or you can double up and, you know, stick that down, so then you've got 2. So let's find a nice, not the butterflies, let's go with, I'm literally going to really quickly just cut this out.
Oh, 40 seconds.
40 seconds. So that would glue onto there like that. So I won't do it because of time, but you would glue that on. You can stain it down a little bit. And then because you've got the names in there, you can cut that out. So you've got a name. You've also got little labels. If you want to make a little label and stick that on. There we go.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Janie.
Thank you.
It's been really, really nice. Bless you. Do make sure you're checking out your baskets. We've had loads of sellouts. And remember, if you bought something from this hour, you might be in with a chance of winning that mega bundle, which will be announced on the 27th of January. Right, I'm going to hand the baton over to Adam.